Welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at the Lingmo OS. So here you can see the Lingmo OS 3.0, which is RC. So this is still in the beta stage and also it's in the RC version. So here you can see the codename is Helium. So before talking about whether to use this distribution or not, I'm going to discuss everything at the end. Let's first check all the features and everything. So about the section, so here you get the Lingmo OS and it's based on Debian 12.9, which is the latest version of Debian, and it's a stable version. And the country of origin, it's from the China. So it's kind of looks like a Cute Fish OS. If you didn't watch the Cute Fish OS video, I already made a lot of videos on Cute Fish OS, and also it kind of looks like a Jing OS, which was disconnected. I discontinued, I guess. So this is how the about section looks, and let's check other things. So it's kind of laggy and I'm using it on the virtual machine. I'm going to say why I'm using it in the virtual machine at the end. So I'm going to discuss every important things at the end. Let me show you first the features and everything. So the code name I already mentioned, it's a Helium, and also it's a beta stage. So let's close everything, and it's going to take some time here. Let's click on S and also close it. So this is how the desktop looks. So you get some good wallpaper. So you get some fancy things here. And here is our date and time, notifications, everything, power options, the battery. I'm running it on my laptop. So this is how it looks, kind of like a iOS or the iPhone like a thing. And what else we have? The application menu. Let's check the application menu. So here you get a few applications like a VLC media player and Lingmo text editor. The Firefox web browser, you should be getting a Firefox web browser in every Linux distro. So you get like a Inkscape and Krita, which is for content creation. For Office Suite, you get the only Office. Now let's check the system monitor. So you get two system monitor. I don't know why. Let's open the system monitor, and this is how the system monitor looks. And the kernel version, it's using the 6.11.11, and you can get all the kernel information from the kernel.org website. And here is my CPU. The desktop environment, it says like a Lingmo. And about the process, these are all the process running right now. So here you can see. And what else we have? The resources. So the CPU history, this is how the CPU history. I already made a video on this distribution. So whatever the distributions are available in the Linux market, that will be in my videos, because I'll be posting every type of Linux distros. So I covered almost every type of Linux distro. That's the reason I have like a 3000 videos in my channel. So if you want to subscribe, you can subscribe. Let me close it. So this is the system monitor. And what else we have here? In the application menu, I already showed you the application menu. Let me go to the settings. Let's open the application menu again. And here is the installation. So as soon as you boot up, you should be getting the installation as the welcome screen. So you can install it there. So I'm going to discuss everything about the installation and everything at the end, because I want to just show you the features and all those things first. Then we can discuss the main things later. So the Wi-Fi, Ethernet, Bluetooth, proxy. Let me make it bigger and show you properly. So it's like a complete review in this video. I'm going to discuss everything properly, so you don't need to worry about anything. And you get the light and dark theme. Basically, you should be getting from almost every distribution. So you get the same backgrounds options, but the wallpapers will be completely different. And here is the dock. So it's kind of same like a Cute Fish OS. I don't know why they discontinued. None of the people were also not using that, so we don't even care about that. So here is the user and the notification, sound. So here is our sound option. And about the mouse, here we have the mouse option. So it's completely same like a Cute Fish OS, just the some changes. Other than that, I feel completely using like a Cute Fish OS. And here is the language, and here is the battery and power options. So these are all the main changes or the things you see in this thing. And let me go and put it on the performance mode. And about the battery, I'm going to show the percentage here. So it's going to say as 80%. About this section, we already saw everything. And what else we have? Let me go to the official website. And here you can see I already opened the about section. So the browser version you get the 128, and the kernel version which I already discussed, and here is the operating system theme. What else we have? The Mesa option or the Mesa information will be right here. So here is the Mesa LLVM. You get the Mesa 22.3.6. What else we have still here? So window protocol is the X11, and my monitor resolution is 1920 into 1080. So that's all we want from the about support section. And when you type it in the search engine like a Lingmo OS, or the search engine like a search term with the Lingmo OS, and the first link will be the obviously official website, which doesn't open. Let me show you that. So it was not working before, but right now it's working. So when you go and check all the information, you just get the some basic information. You don't get any major information. Here is like a copyright notice. This project is independently developed by the Lingmo OS team and has been never been authorized to any individuals or organization. Please be cautious of internet information and beware of counterfeits. So here is some information: better interaction, security and stability, smooth UI, new global menu. So this is how the website looks. And about the features, when you click on the features, it's going to show you some information. And there is also some GitHub page here. So if you want to go through all those things, you can go through all those things. And in order to download, you can download from the SourceForge website. Just type in like a Lingmo OS and the project will be appearing on the screen. And let's go to the about section, whether we have anything here. So here it says like a Lingmo OS based on the desktop environment. It is developed by the based on the open source Linux kernel and adapts to the AMD 64 architecture. It has a beautiful desktop environment, including software suitable for the desktop environment and a unified UI style. And about the archives, here is the archives and everything. Let me show you the downloads. Here is some information, and here it says like a status beta. And as you can see, this is how it's performing on the virtual machines. And about the releases, here is the releases. So it was released on 2025 31st January. And click on the ISO. And here you should be getting some editions like a helium, hydrogen and Polaris. I already made some videos on this distribution. So if you want to go with the latest one, you can go with the helium. And when you go to the helium, here you should be getting the RC, which is release candidate, and you can also download it from here. And here are the ISO files. It's around like a 2.5 GB. So we talked every features and everything. So the main thing is whether to use this distribution or not. So let me close all those things. Let me close it, and let's talk about whether to use this distribution or not. So it's from the China. So you already know the Debian Linux distribution and also the Cutefish OS distribution. In my point of view, I'm not going to recommend any type of distributions. It's clearly you already know I never recommend any type of distributions which are unknown. So that's my main point. If you want to use this distribution, if it's from the China, always remember to use the VPNs. If you are using in the virtual machines, always use the VPN apps in your main operating system, and you can use it on the virtual machines. But if you are thinking of installing on your main drive or like a main hardware or a main PC, always use the VPN in the routers and try to use it, because we don't know someone stole information or don't. So it's not a well-known distribution. So the main objective of this distribution is like a kind of looks like a aesthetics. So you need to understand whatever the internet people will be giving you like a fancy things. Always the fancy things will put you in troubles. So you should always think twice whether to use these distributions or not. So some people use it, make it fancy because of their hard work. They want to you give it like a proper thing. Some people use it like a trap. So don't never go with the like aesthetics things or like a designer things. Always go with the stable things, and also whether it's a well-known distribution or not. So in my point of view, I never recommend this type of distributions, even if there is like a there are a lot of times I get like a mails about some distributions. They want me to try those distributions. I'm not going to do any promotions videos or anything like that, because I don't care what people think. I want to give you like a honest review. So never trust even on the internet, even if it's me, never trust anyone on the internet. Always try on your own, and if it satisfied all of your needs, then go with those distribution, or else don't go with any type of random distributions. And if you're using the distributions from the China, always use the VPNs. So I already said like earlier, where if you want to use it on the virtual machines, there is no problem. You should be using the VPN in the main operating system, so it's going to be like a masking your IP address. But if you're thinking on the like installing it in the main hardware or like a main PC, always use it on the router. VPN should be used on the router, so you can easily use it on like a main drive. So these were all the main things. And you already know it's better to go with the well-known distributions instead of some random things. If you want to customize, if you want to like a fancy things, you can do that on your own Linux distros. You don't need to go and download some random distributions. It's not like a well-known distribution, so I always say always go with the well-known distributions which a lot of people use. So there are like a good distributions like a Ubuntu, Debian, MX Linux, Linux Mint, like Ubuntu, all the Ubuntu flavors, and also the Linux Mint latest version 22.1. You get the Cinnamon, Matte, Manjaro Linux. There are a bunch of distributions. If you want to go with Arch Linux, there are a lot of desktop environment. You can install it on your own. And if you want to go with the Fedora, there's you get the latest things. You can go with the Fedora. Don't go with some random distributions. So even if I say try these distributions, never try anyone any distributions, never trust anyone on the internet. Even if it's me, don't care if it's if you want to try any distributions, do all the research on your own. If you're satisfied with all the privacy and everything, then go with the distributions, or else don't even care anyone even on the internet, even if it's me. Always go with the like good distributions. Always go with these distributions like a famous distribution, for example like a Ubuntu, Debian. So these are some good distributions. Even if you have some any bugs or anything, there are a lot of good people who like to help you. Even you already know where it's from, the country of origin of Ubuntu and Manjaro and everything. But about this, some random distributions, you need to do all the research first and then go with these distributions, or else it's better to skip these distributions. If you want to get all this type of like a look and everything, you can just download some wallpapers. It's just some random wallpaper. You can get it on your own. And about the Mac OS type dock, you can customize all those things on your own desktop environment. If you have like a low end PC, go with like a XFC, LXQT. Go with like a XFC or some like a what else we have like a Cinnamon, Matte. Go with those type of distributions and customize according to your own, and you can do all these things on your own. You don't need to go and download some random distributions. So that's the main objective of this video. I never recommend any type of distributions. If I recommend, I am going to recommend all the peoples who are using the famous distributions. I'm going to recommend those type of distributions. Other than that, I'm never recommending whoever going to email me or whoever says anything in my email. I don't care. I'm just going to say my honest review. Don't use this type of distributions unless you know every information about these distributions. So the main thing is about the privacy. If this distribution satisfied your privacy, then go with it, or else I always say main thing is to use VPNs. Never give any like a sensitive information on the internet. Whoever says anything, never give any information, because there are a lot of hacking things going on the internet. So always be aware of these common things. And if you want to customize, if you want like if you want to use like a fancy distributions, you can do that every fancy things on your own. You just need to watch like a half an hour tutorials, and you can easily make it on your own. And the main things will be like a common is like a wallpaper, and you can do download some wallpapers. And about the panels, you can customize the panels and also the dock on your own. So there is nothing fancier other than this. So it's kind of like a Debian. So you can do that by downloading Debian and use some other desktop environments. There are a lot of desktop environments available in Debian itself. If you don't like the Debian, you can go with the Arch Linux. If you don't like the Arch Linux, you can go with the other like a Fedora and everything. So there are a lot of distributions. I made like a tons of videos about these distributions. If you don't want to watch my videos, I don't even have any problem. You can watch some others videos, watch some tutorials, and you can customize all those things on your own. So about the terminal, this is how it looks. So the main things, the two types of people will be available on the internet. One will be a hardworking who gives like a lot of fancy things, and their main objective or their main motive is to provide the good things. But the other people will be also providing the aesthetic things, and they want to trap you and get all those information. So you need to decide what this type of distributions are in this. And you can use it or not, it's clearly up to you. And my main objective of this video is there are a lot of distributions available. Always go with the well-known distributions. This is the main objective or the main thing I always say in my channel. Always go with those well-known distributions. Always take care of your privacy things and everything. Don't trust even if it's me. Always go with those well-known distributions. Always search like there are lot of AI tools. You can search those distributions and get all those information. You don't need to even listen to anyone. You can get all those information from the AI tools. And if you have any problem, you can go and get all the information from there, like a community page, forums. There are a lot of forums and community page for Linux Mint, Ubuntu, and Fedora. You can ask there. There are a lot of good people who love to help you. You can get all the issue fixed there. So that's the reason I always recommend you to go with those well-known distributions. And about the other information, let's finally check the commands and end the video here. So we already checked the kernel information and what it is based on. Let's type in the inxi command. inxi-s wait. So it says command not found. So you need to update all those things. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to keep everything default because I don't even want to use this distribution. So that's the main thing here. And let's close this thing. About the welcome screen or the installer, let me show you that also. So it says like there is not enough drive. So I'm using like a 70 GB of virtual drive, but it's going to say like at least 10 GB is required. There are no partitions. I kept like a 70 GB of virtual disk, but it's not going to verify here. And also this is a beta version. And the main thing is I don't even want to use this distribution. So I don't even care whether it's going to properly install it or not. So this is how the installer looks because it's a Calamares installer. You don't get any other things here. So that was the video. It was a bit of lengthy, but this is how it looks, and those were my thoughts. And if it was lengthy, sorry for that. And also I was making another video, so that's the reason there is like a bit of stuttering. And you get some two system monitors here. I don't know why. We don't even care about anything here. So this is the video of the Lingmo OS. Even if it's a stable version, I'm not going to recommend this type of distributions. Other than that, it's clearly up to you. And like I already said, if you want to still use it, you can use it by using the VPNs and all those things. Don't use it without VPNs. If you want to install it on like a main drive, always you install the VPN or set up the VPN in the router if you want to do that like that. But if you want to go with these virtual machines, you can easily use the VPN in the main operating system, and it's going to mask in the virtual machines. So that was the video for the Lingmo OS. Other than that, we don't even care about anything here. So it's kind of like a Debian OS. A lot of my users, a lot of my viewers don't even care about the Debian Linux also. So we don't even care because we want the well-known distributions with the stable working everything, and we want like a forums and everything who can give response instantly. And there are a lot of viewers who love to help in the Ubuntu, Linux Mint, and Fedora communities. So we don't even care about other distributions. So these were my thoughts. If it was very bit of harsh, that was the reality of my channel. I want to give you my honest review. So I don't want to lie about anything. So I don't care whatever people thinks. I want to give you my honest review. Even if they says about the promoting anything, I'm not going to promoting. I'm not going to make any promotional videos. So that's my style of making videos. I don't care about the money. I want to only the privacy things, and I'm going to recommend the privacy things for you. If it's good for you, you can take it, or else you can say it like I don't care. It's clearly up to you. It's your opinion. Is no forcing of anything here. So I want to be honest, and I want you to be also honest in my community. So if you want to use this distribution, use it in the virtual machines. If you don't care about these distributions, that's a good thing. You can use the good distributions, well-known distributions, and support those distributions. And if you want to customize, you can customize on your own by downloading some wallpapers. There are a lot of websites you can download some wallpapers. And about the customization of panels and everything, you can easily do it on the Linux distributions. If you're using a Linux distribution, you already are a pro, so you can do everything on your own distribution. So there is nothing there. So other than that, I'm going to post the video, and I always post videos, YouTube shorts, and also the community posts. I'll be active in the community and the comment section and everything. So if you want to subscribe, you can subscribe. Other than that, I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace out.